This is Mark.
And this is Julie.
And this is our old stomping ground.
Welcome to our old stomping ground. Today, we're working on remodeling a family home. This project is located in Villa del Rey, an area located in the capital city of Baton Rouge. Which literally means red stick in French. Baton Rouge was established as the capital of Louisiana in 1849 and sits on the eastern bank of the Mississippi River. We're known here for our delicious cuisines, our zydeco and jazz music, and the various cultures of people. Come down and visit us, Shad. You won't be disappointed.
Okay, everybody, this is a new project for us. We're going to be doing some demolition work in here. We're going to remove all the doors, the door trim, all these panels, the chair rail, these cabinet doors on this bench and this bay window. We're going to totally gut this kitchen out. And when we're done, we're going to have a brand new kitchen, complete with all new appliances, all new sinks and faucets and all. This kitchen, as you see it now, will no longer be. We're going to remove all this carpet in here and install new floors, new ceramic floors. I think that's where we may do hardwood. We'll see after we remove the floors.
We got to be screwed now. Hey, Mom, let me see it. I think these things got screwed.
That's my baby girl right there. Her name is Cece.
Oh, man!
It's too late. We got you. You're in here.
We just had to cut around all that right there.
You weren't supposed to tear that out. I told y'all yesterday, don't tear this out. Take nothing but the doors off. Now I got a $400 loss. My daughter Sydney, the entertainer.
Stop!
Okay, look like the guys are here with some of the appliances. Come on back. Come on back, take your time. Hold on to that box. Come on. Come on, a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. What we got here? Something from, what is it, FedEx?
From FedEx.
Okay, let's see.
Thinking something to pick up.
Okay, all right. Y'all be careful now. Y'all get that box out of there. I can always depend on these boys. We're gonna take it inside. Be careful.
It's heavy, right?
Y'all ready?
3, 2, 1.
Okay, come on. All right, good job. Hey, Marcus. Oh, crap! Little help here! Yeah, you seen the kids?
Yeah, right there.
What are y'all doing in here? Y'all supposed to be working, get.
Don't go away.
We'll be right back. Welcome back.
To our old stomping ground. So is the house finished?
Yeah, pretty much. You know, there's some little small detail stuff we need to pay attention to, but otherwise it came out beautifully.
I'm excited to see it.
Well, let's take a look.
All right.
After you. But before we go any further, I want to show you some things. I want to show you some things. In this utility room, they had such a bad water leak prior to us getting here that we had to tear all of this out, replace a lot of the studs and all of the insulation. I mean, it was really bad. They even had evidence of termite damage.
Oh no.
But we got it all out of there, and we replaced it. We re-insulated everything, and hung the drywall and put it back together. Added some shelves. I think there was some cabinets up here that the owner really didn't want. It just took up too much space.
Yeah.
So we tore all that out and we just added some shelves
Well,
just
that's
for your
gonna be
washing powder and stuff.
nice storage. Nice storage.
And there used to be an old sink here. The sink was probably 100 years old, if you ask my opinion. So we got rid of that. We refinished the wall behind here, and we added him just a wash basin, a mop basin.
You know, I love that this is a really nice sized washroom.
Yeah, I really like that too.
Yeah, and I really would like to have one of these in mine. This is very nice to have in a washroom.
Well,
this is huge.
We'll put it in our new house.
Yeah, absolutely nice.
Now, look at this place.
Now this is magnificent. This is magnificent. Oh my God.
Here, let me show you something, dear.
Okay.
Over here, there was a cabinet similar to this in place.
I remember.
But we noticed there was some wood rot, in here. So we decided to pull all of that out of here, and lo and behold, what we find: termite damage everywhere. Black molds everywhere.
Oh.
Got rid of all of that. I hated to get rid of that cabinet because it was a real pretty piece. But we replaced it with something that I think is comparable to it.
Yeah.
It's really nice. You know, you can sit here and eat your breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's
she can put a padding down here. With the kitchen table right here for the kids to sit and eat. Is there storage down here as well?
Yes, it is.
That is
Isn't that something?
Very nice. I'm so happy that he decided to trust me with this butcher block.
This butcher block is very beautiful.
This is beautiful. This sets the kitchen apart.
Now let me tell you, let me explain a little something about this kitchen. This kitchen was, it was a really old-fashioned kitchen. They had a recessed ceiling here with 3 fluorescent lights inside of it.
Yeah.
It was horrible looking. So we got rid of all of that. We redirected the electrical. We closed in this hole, and we added these can lights.
Yeah.
And it gives off a whole lot more lighting, and I think it adds a whole lot of elegance.
Very nice.
No, let me tell you, this was the worst thing ever. This thing right here.
Yeah.
We had to run a gas line down here. So I had the plumber come in to run the gas line, and we ran it on the left side of the cooktop.
Yeah.
When we went to install the cooktop, we hooked up the gas line to the cooktop, and we found out that this wouldn't go in all the way. Oh Lord, so we had to pull this back out, disconnect the gas, and pull the gas line back through the attic and drop it on this side. Thank God we used flex pipe on this thing. Otherwise it would have been galvanized, and we would have had to tear all this out just to get to it, to put it in place. Because with the elbow that would be on that galvanized, you couldn't get into the wall from under here to screw it back on to get it where you needed it to be.
Another reason to use a professional.
That's right. That's right.
You know, one thing about this kitchen is that the homeowner who's going to live in here in the house, she does baking, you know, as a side job.
That's
so
right. So I came up with the idea of taking this corner and just building her a nice big pantry.
Oh wow.
She has more storage now than she'll ever use. So it turned out really nicely. We also have a can light in here.
Yeah. That is awesome. Baby, I did a great job.
Isn't that nice? It took
Yes.
it took me all of one day to frame it up.
Of course, yeah. I mean, you know, you're Mark Porsche.
is this is the
This
dining
is the
room.
dining room.
Yeah.
This
well,
is
you've
the
got
dining room.
You know, the wood floors here, and the office where you've got the wood floors and the double doors. Is just, this
Now-
is amazing.
Now let me explain something about this now. This wasn't always here. This wall wasn't always here.
Yeah.
They had a half wall here with a column going up, same thing on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Well, the owner wanted to close this in and separate these two, or make these two separate rooms, one to be his office
Yeah.
and the other to be a dining room.
Yeah.
So we did that. But the kicker was he wanted electrical. He wanted sockets in both of these rooms. And I'm like, oh Lord, okay, here we go. So I had to get my electrician here to run 150, 200 foot of wiring from the breaker panel, which is in the garage or the storage area outside, all the way across to here and drop it down into the wall, just to get the electrical over here.
That's a lot of work.
But once we were able to tap into some electrical, we were able to just pigtail to this one. Since it's on its own breaker, then it can handle 3 plugs.
Yeah.
I put all the hardware together and I went to hang it, only to learn that the locking mechanism that holds the door in place was broken on the door. So that's to install this pocket door. And as I went to hang it after installing the hardware within the pocket itself, I tried to hang the door and noticed that the little catch gizmos inside of the mechanism is broken. So now we're in trouble. I don't know if it's fixable, or am I going to have to go buy another part. It seems that I may have to buy another part, because I don't know if I can take this thing apart and fix it. Although I have been known to fix worse situations, but it's just shaking. It's all loose. If you see here, the catch mechanisms on either side, they are in position to catch the knob on the top, whereas these are just flopping around everywhere. My goodness. Wow. So, I guess I'm gonna have to buy another one. I guess I'm gonna have to do that. That's why this door wasn't hung. I'm kind of disappointed with that, but I'll fix it
You can
today.
fix
I may
that.
have to buy another part.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, absolutely. This
Okay.
is nice.
Let's,
This is really, really nice. Big closet, lots of storage room in there.
yes, it is. But look, let's talk about this for a little while, because there's something in here I want to show you that used to be in here.
Okay.
Now look at this shower. This was our puppy right
Wow.
here. In this corner, there was a 2-foot wide linen closet. Well, we figured that we can get rid of that linen closet and build a huge shower in here. The ceiling was way down here someplace.
Yeah.
So we tore all that out. We moved the ceiling up. I framed in this wall once I demoed the linen closet, and we had the all the plumbing moved to this wall.
Yeah.
And then I had Lilo come in and do all this magnificent tile work.
Yeah.
And this is the end result.
This is great. That's what she
You know,
said,
it's nothing
special place.
fancy, but it's perfect. It's just enough for her to, you know, for her towels and for her, the bed sheets and the pillowcases and whatnot. So I think,
That's a perfect place.
And she still has lots of hanging room.
Yep.
You know,
Lots of room for her shoes.
for shoes. We have shoe racks here,
Yeah.
shelving here. So it's spacious. I think it's effective. I think she's going to enjoy it.
I think she's going to enjoy it too. I think it was well worth the time and the money spent.
Yeah,
This is the first time that we've done a butcher block, and I'm glad that he decided to go with that, and I love it.
Well, I found the block already. It was just a slab, and I had to modify it a little bit. It was
you did
it was a
those.
perfect rectangle. I cut it to fit the size of the island, and then I decided to put 22 and a half cuts on either end, on either corner, just to get rid of that point that was here. You know, you walk against this, and you know, you could hurt yourself a little
That's
bit.
a
So
safety
I
feature.
cut this off, and I took a router, and I made the profile around it. I just profiled it out, sanded it down a little bit, then I turned it over to my painter, and this was the end result. And I think it turned out beautifully.
Right.
I really think she's gonna like this. So
All right. Another great project.
Another
Mark Porsche.
that's right.
Great job. Love it. Don't go away.
We'll be right back. Welcome back.
To our old stomping ground.
So we finally finished the house on Monterey.
Yes.
What a job. It took us, 6 weeks to do this project? But I think it was worth it. Did the walkthrough yesterday with Kiara, and I still can't believe the way that they behaved.
Yeah.
You know, what did you think?
I think that Kiara was so grateful and overwhelmed when she walked into that house that she's going to be living in, and she, I think she was just, overwhelmed is the only word that I can find to explain how she looked when she walked in there. She expected to get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and not the whole thing,
right.
But she got a practically new house, and a beautiful new house,
right.
So.
So she mentioned that thinking about the house the way that it was and the way it is now, I mean, it is. It's a totally new house.
Yeah.
It's totally revamped.
Yes.
You know, and the daughter. Oh, I still can't get over that. Poor child touched me. Wow,
Yeah.
she touched my heart with that.
Yes. You don't see kids cry, for things like that, Usually for Christmas they'll cry because they get what they want.
Always gifts.
Yeah, but a house, that doesn't matter
Right.
to them,
All I'm doing is sleeping here.
She cried tears, of joy and happiness just to see that she had a brand new room, that was so beautiful for her to stay in. And
Right.
that just touched my heart so much. And,
It did me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really touched my hand.
Absolutely.
So what about, I think it was a really nice gesture on Kara's father's part to go to such a dream for his family.
Absolutely.
From what I understand, the house been in their family for 20-something years, 30-something years, and
Yes.
and he wanted to redo it and give it to his daughter.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that that's very admirable of him, and I think that to keep it a house in the family like that, it just shows the type of person that he is, and he certainly knows who to call. If it needs some fixing up again, hey, the PHI group here, our Ole Stompin ground, let us know, and we would definitely be there. And we have to give credit to our crew, who are so
Absolutely.
dedicated
No doubt
to
about it.
working, and they deserve a lot of credit, and we're
They worked
thankful.
hard.
They worked hard.
They worked hard.
We're thankful to them, and we are, just happy.
Thankful to you too. Picking out all the nice finishes and whatnot.
Well,
That's a job in itself.
well,
I would want it. Give me a hammer and I'm happy.
Thank you, but this one was an easy one because my inspiration was the original tile. They went with the original tile that was in the house when it was first built, and so I used that as inspiration to choose everything else. And so that that was it, and that one was easy to do, and it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to do it. Kiara loves baking, and we gave her an awesome kitchen. Yeah,
That
and
was nice.
so
That was a real nice touch.
it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to do this one and just to see the reaction, and then to watch the family, afterwards.
Right.
Everybody asking for cards. I want a card. You had a card. You had a card. You had a card. Yeah. So
Right.
that was fun.
That
And,
was.
so here's to another one.
All right.
All right.
And on behalf of our Ole Stompin ground, we'd like to thank our partners over at Ambrosia Bakery for providing a welcome home cake for the Wallace project. We thank you for that, and we look forward to a continued partnership in the future. Thank you again.
That's it. Let's pack up and go now.
Okay. No, so, no, I can
No, you take that.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. I thought you could do it.
I can do it.
Oh,
I can do it. Come on.
oh, Lord.
Okay.
I gotta go.